As expected, on time, the new Google Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro have been launched, and we have them here with us today. We are checking them out. So let's quickly take a look at these new devices from Google and see if they're worth the hype. The unboxing experience is similar to what we've seen with the Pixel phones in the past. No charger, of course. That's become the norm nowadays. We've got the Google Pixel 8 Pro in this blue color. They call it a bay color. And then we also have the Pixel 8 in the hazel color, which is this gray, which I kind of like. Both of these phones have increased in terms of their price in the market as well. In India, for example, the Pixel 8 Pro now goes up against the iPhone Pro series, most likely the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the Pixel 8 Pro starts at 1,07,000 in India. In the US, it's priced at $999. The 1,07,000 price is for the base model, which is a 128GB model, and in India, at this moment, you can only get that model and not any other model. For the younger brother, the Pixel 8, the prices in India start at 76,000 for the 128GB version as well. And the US price for this is $699. So you can see that there's a massive jump in terms of its pricing, and you can also see that the difference between the dollar and Indian price is also much higher than what we've seen in the past. So apart from a size difference, you also have a display difference in both of these devices. The standard Pixel 8 gets a 6.2-inch OLED display, and it can switch between 60 Hz and 120 Hz, which is standard. The bigger Pixel 8 Pro gets an LTPO display, and it can go from 0 Hz all the way to 120 Hz. So it's a variable refresh rate display, which is nice. The larger phone also has a 2400 nits of peak brightness, whereas the Pixel 8 gets only 2000 nits. Also, the Pixel 8 gets Gorilla Glass Victus, whereas the Pixel 8 Pro gets Gorilla Glass Victus 2nd generation. 8 Pro also has a nice texture on the back, which we like, and you also get a 5x telephoto lens on the back this time around with improvements in terms of cameras. So if we quickly jump into the cameras, we have a 50 megapixel main camera, and then you do have two 48 megapixel cameras, including a telephoto 5x optical zoom, which does have the periscope lens, and then you do have a 48 megapixel ultra wide as well. Google is touting a lot of improvements in terms of their camera capabilities, and they've introduced a lot of new camera shooting modes, which we will be testing in a full review, but first impressions seem great, and Google's intuitive AI and algorithms improve the images on the fly. You do also have some video shooting modes, which will improve the video after you've shot it, after it's been uploaded to the cloud, and after it's been downloaded back. I'm not sure if I want all my videos being uploaded to Google's cloud, so this is a feature that we'll have to see and test and make sure if we want something like this on our phones. The standard Pixel 8 gets a combination of a 50 megapixel main camera, which is also a sensor that we've seen in the past, and then you also get a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. The Pixel 8 misses out on a telephoto, and both of these phones have a 10.5 megapixel front facing camera. Now, as far as video recording is concerned, both these phones can shoot at 4K at 60 FPS, and like I mentioned, the camera and video recording features, which are rendered on their servers, are something that we need to test out to see how good it is. As far as processors are concerned, you have the new Tensor G3 main processor, which is their SoC, and then you also have a Titan M2 security co-processor, which is available on both the devices. As far as storage is concerned, like I mentioned, 128 and 256 is available for the Pixel 8, but you get 8 gigabytes of RAM, and on the Pixel 8 Pro, you get 12 gigabytes of RAM along with just 128 gigabytes of storage, especially in India. The Pixel 8 Pro has a 5050 milliamp hour battery, and it supports 30 watts of fast charging. Charger obviously is not included in the box, but you do have a PD3 30-watt fast charging available on the device. The Pixel 8 has a 4575 mAh battery, but it supports the same charging standard as well. Again, no charger in the box. You do get a nice USB-C cable. Now, one of the biggest highlights of this year's launch is, of course, the 7 years of updates that you're getting with both these devices now. So if you pick up a Pixel phone, you'll get 7 years of not only security updates, but also OS updates. So this Pixel, which is on Android 14 out of the box, will get you up to Android 21, which is crazy to even think about it. Most people don't hold on to their phones, and I heard a lot of arguments, especially online, especially on Twitter, X. A lot of people think that these phones will become more valuable next year or in 2 years, when you'll still have about 5 years of updates available. So if you buy the Pixel 8 or the Pixel 8 Pro in a year's time, the prices will be drastically lower, but you'll still get about 6 to 5 years of software updates. So from that perspective, it'll turn out to be a really fantastic deal. Also, the Pixel 8 Pro has an inbuilt thermometer or a temperature sensor, and you have a thermometer app which allows you to choose different objects that you can measure the temperature of, and this will be useful for a lot of things. It's not been approved for use on bodies yet, but that approval will come later in the year, so you'll be able to check your temperature on your body accurately once that is launched. What do you guys think about the pricing of these phones? There are also other things, of course, on these phones that we need to test out. To wind it up, we do have Victus Gorilla Glass on the front and back of the Pixel 8, Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front and back of the Pixel 8 Pro. Both of them have an aluminium frame. One is polished, one is matte finish, and you do have an under-display fingerprint sensor on both of these devices. Both of these devices are also IP68, which is fantastic. So as far as longevity is concerned, you have good durability on both of these phones. You have water resistance built in, and then you have 7 years of software updates as well, which is great. What are your thoughts on the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro, and what would you like us to test out in depth on these devices? Let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.